Hi everyone, my name is Bogdan and welcome to Acura Addicted channel, helping you to navigate in the world of automotive repairs, maintenance and reviews.
My hands are tied, and you resonate inside my bones. Don't know why I'm incapable while you're unstoppable. Some big black clouds, the unavoidable is raining down.
And today I'm very excited to share that I finally got a hold of the new accessory steering wheel with wood insert, as well as the wood trim accessory gear selector handle, which I'm going to install. The accessory wheel does not come with the middle controls and the SRS module, so we would have to reuse the existing ones. This video is also going to be useful for those of you who want to replace your existing steering wheel leather wrap, as it will cover the steering wheel disassembly and reassembly process in detail. It's important to remember that since you're handling an SRS component, you should take precautions to avoid accidental airbag deployment during the whole procedure. In order to do that, you'll need to disconnect the battery terminal for at least 5 minutes. I've left it for about 20 minutes just to be safe. I hope it doesn't deploy in my face. Let's roll! Here's a list of tools you need to complete this job. A new steering wheel and gear shift knob, obviously. A Torx 30-bit. A short Phillips screwdriver. A knife to cut some of the zip ties used to tie the cables inside the steering wheel. Some tape to replace the cut zip ties. A 14mm socket with a 1/2-inch ratchet. A torque wrench if you want to properly torque your fasteners. A decent work light. A magnetic tray for sorting out bolts. You might need a steering wheel puller if it's stuck. I didn't need to use it. Plastic trim tool. As always, links to everything I used are in the description. Start with aligning the wheels straight and make sure the steering wheel is level. I used a level app to make sure it's on point. Disconnect the battery first. Before doing that, make sure you have your radio and navigation codes ready. Proceed with removing the airbag. Remove the plastic panel below the steering column. Disconnect the two connectors. Remove the two T30 bolts on either side of the steering column. Remove the airbag. Handle with care. Loosen and remove the steering wheel bolt. Disconnect the cable reel sub-harness connector. Carefully pull the steering wheel towards yourself to take it off the steering column. You might need to use a puller if you can't remove it with your hands. We will now need to swap the plastic panel with buttons and wires from the old steering wheel to the new one. Let's undo the Phillips screws in the back. Remove the big panel. also the small panel. Remove this screw. Carefully cut the zip ties. Now pry up the plastic piece here. Remove it.
Oops.
Here's your chance to clean the plastic. Put it in the new steering wheel and make sure all clips snap in. I'll secure the cables with tape instead of previously used zip ties. Of course, the tape has to be blue color, otherwise it won't work. Looks good. Before installing the new steering wheel, make sure the cable reel is positioned properly. Hopefully you didn't move it. If you did and you're not sure if it's centered properly, rotate it clockwise until it stops. Then rotate full 3 turns counterclockwise and make sure this arrow is pointing up. Carefully get the cable through the hole in the new steering wheel. and install it to the steering column. Try not to rotate it. Make sure the turn-in signal pins align with the holes on the new steering wheel. See if the steering wheel is centered. Reinstall the bolt and tighten it to 39 Nm or 29 pound-feet of torque. Reinstall the cable reel sub-harness connector. Make sure the cable is routed properly and it's not under pressure. Reinstall this screw. Reinstall the airbag. Secure it with 2 T30 bolts from either side of the steering column. Reconnect the 2 connectors. Replace the plastic panel below the steering column. Reconnect the battery. Make sure everything is connected properly by turning the ignition key into position 2 and observing the SRS indicator to come on for about 5 seconds or so. Enter the anti-theft codes, turn your head unit on, and test all the switches you can on the steering wheel, including the turn signals. Also, honk to make sure the horn is connected properly. Take the car on a test drive and make sure the steering wheel is centered when going in a straight line. I also have the accessory shift lever knob. This one is very easy. I'm gonna shift into drive as my screwdriver is too long to fit this way. Pull down on the boot ring. I'm using a plastic trim tool to make it easier. Use a short Phillips screwdriver to remove 2 screws. Remove the old knob. Put the new one on. Reinstall the screws. Pull up the boot and snap the ring on. And that's it! The new steering wheel and gear selector feel great. I'm going to leave all of the part numbers in the description below, including the refresh 2010-2013 model ones. Unfortunately, all of the colors except for black have been discontinued by Acura for years from 2007 until 2009, and the black one is on back order. However, you may be as lucky as I am to find a new one on eBay that's just been sitting on the shelf and was sold for 1/3 of the original price, which is about $600. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, leave your comments below and hit that subscribe and bell buttons for more videos on this channel. As always, drive safe, use your turn signals, and remember, anything is possible with the right tools and motivation. See you next time!